So, a really common question that I hear is what is the support like being at Real Brokerage? Because that's a common concern with individuals coming from more of a traditional bricks and mortar brokerage is, well, hey, if I have an issue where I'm at now, I can walk into my managing broker's office, I can knock on their door, and I can have essentially immediate answers to my questions. So, what does that actually look like when there's no physical door to knock on, right? There's no office to walk into. It's a cloud based brokerage. So, the short answer is there are solutions in place. The long answer is there's many different solutions in place. So one thing that actually just rolled out at Real is called ROAR, and it stands for Real Operator Assisted Routing. So really, it's a game-changing tool that lets you contact and call your managing broker directly right within our app. So our app is called Reason, and we have it on our phones, we have it on our desktop computers, our laptops. So right within the app, we can call our managing broker. Now, depending on what province you're in, here in BC, there's actually 3 managing brokers right now. So calling that number will get you in touch, get you in contact with one of the managing brokers that is available to be able to chat right now. So it actually works really simply. It's just within your app, you can just click a button and it'll call. Or what's also cool is you can be within a transaction and say, okay, this is the topic I'm going to be talking about. Let's call within that transaction. And then it'll pop up on your managing broker's system that, okay, this is what we're going to be talking about. So they'll already be looking in the right place. They don't have to go and say, okay, what are we talking about again? They will already be routed to the correct area. Now, what's actually pretty dang special about it is that at the end of that conversation, it's being automatically recorded and automatically transcribed. So you'll get like notes sent to you about what was said and what was shared with you. And Real really has reiterated that privacy is a very high goal here. It's only you, your broker, and the Real's backend team that will have access to these recordings. But again, it's being recorded so that we have transcription notes sent to us so that we can, again, reference them moving forward. So, super handy tool. Now, if managing broker specific support is not exactly what's needed, perhaps more so, no, it's something to do with Reason the app or the backend system or our website. Or so, how do you deal with that? Well, we have email and we have phone to contact Real support. And Real's support by email is typically what I do, although I've called in too and gotten answers. But by email, they're actually really, really helpful, and they'll follow back and make sure, hey, did we answer your questions? Like, did it work? Are you good to go now? And relatively quickly too. I would say within a few hours, I typically get answers. And then other than that, what if it's more of like a logistics question that you want to chat about? Maybe like, how can I make my open houses better? Let's talk about signs. So if it's a question like that, that's not real technical support or managing broker support, then what we have too is our network of all of our agents together. Right now, there's 22,000 that are willing to help out. So within Workplace, for example, is what we use to communicate. We can post, we can go into a subcategory and start a conversation about that specific topic and talk about the things that we need help with. And for example, within Workplace, we have all these different subcategories. So let's say you're interested in making YouTube videos or improving your open houses or building a team. The entire network of agents is open to discussing this and helping each other. So it is a pretty great thing. And I can say that there is no shortage of support. We really do have a lot of support. The bottom line is that there's no shortage of assistance and support and help that is available to us. I can pick up the phone and I can talk to somebody right now, or I can send an email to somebody, or I can write a message within Workplace and it will be addressed, it will be handled, and people will reach out to me. So if support itself is a concern and holding you back, in my opinion, it really shouldn't be. Our support system is not something that's lacking. And if it was in some certain area, Real is actually the type of company that if we could point it out and say, you know what, I feel like I'm not really being supported in this aspect, And if it's possible for it to be improved upon, logistically possible, and helps Real's agents, Real's the type of company that they actually would. They do things like that to improve the agent experience. That really is their first and foremost goal, improving the agent experience. So if you're looking for a sponsor or a co-sponsor into the company, or you just like to chat and see what it's really like and see if it would be a good fit for you, feel free to reach out. My contact information is below and we can line up a time to have a chat.